What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Channel. I'm AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Last video, we picked up Aloth, a wizard, or mage, whatever you want to call him. We also tried entering this ancient training hall and got spanked. So we're going to try and do something a little different. Let's go to the Luminous Adra pool. See what's down there. I'm waiting for the pirate stuff in this game to really kind of kick off. Give me a second. There we go. Sorry if you heard that click. I gotta turn off my light. Oh, that seems. Of course, that's stuff. What am I using? I'm using my pistol. Switch to the arquebus. That's Aider. Go with knockdown on the other brine imp. And as far as Aloth goes, 42. What's this one attack? It attacks. It's 31. Let's go with that on the other imp. And Frederick, I'm going to need you to start attacking the worm. Begin!
After him!
And fire. You know what? That worked out a whole hell of a lot better than I thought it would.
Sure.
I'm actually a little surprised. I thought we were going to get our asses handed to us. Maybe it's because the last time we fought something that had that little bone over it was which I think are supposed to signify like harder enemies, was those skeletons, and my pistols, there we go, don't really work against those things. They decided to take a page out of Operation Darkness's playbook. Yes, I'm going to talk about that game once again, no matter how many times people want to tell me it was not a good game. They're entirely right, but I'm serious. I will still defend that game. Not say it was not that bad. If you don't believe me, try and find a copy of it. Or if if you've never played it, I'd suggest finding a copy of it if you can.
Let's go.
Let's take that stuff. I found a dagger, champion medal, Adra, something. Of course, that chest is just ambient. There's nothing in it. I don't fully understand what we're doing right now. We're supposed to be. Let's open up our journal. Let's see here. Hunt for God. Stranded. That's what we're doing. We're looking for Odorisi. Alright, bring to a temporary halt. Helping hands. We need to still search for the crew members back near the Defiance. And hunt for God. We're still going to those ruins. But right now we still need to get our boat up and running. Okay. I'm looking around here if there's anything else. Let's go back to that training hall and try and figure this out. Or try and figure out a way to fight this.
Keeping an eye out.
Let's go stealth this time and not, mess up.
Sure.
Nope, don't step on it.
It's mine now. Look at this.
Crap. Okay, let's see here. Let's go. Him use knockdown. I want him to use. Trying to think what would be the best move here. Use Jolting Touch. Well, we're just gonna kind of hang back out and.
Let's do this. After him. To my limit. Need something stronger. No problem. We're losing, folks.
Yeah, we're gonna. I think we're gonna die again.
Take this. Go. We're losing, folks. After him. Let's do this. Get up, can you?
Oh, I'm screwed. Yeah.
Let's go.
There's not really anything I can do because I can't shoot him and I don't have a skill with any other weapon. So all that's left is, yeah, just get my ass kicked. Okay, well, I probably just cut out that last attempt. I tried to sneak by him, and that just won't work. I'm trying to think of something else I can do. Well, then how about let's go dual dagger so maybe I can actually do some damage still. I can't use my actual skill, unfortunately, but...
Be seen and not be seen. Keeping an eye out. No problem. It's mine now. Look at this. Eh? Need something stronger. Aye.
Alright, well at least then...
Something else. This weapon's no good to me.
Well, at least it looks like I'm not...
Toss me something else. Yeah. After him. Gotta try something else. This weapon's no good to me. Can't make a dent.
Come on, let's just get through this fight.
That's not good. This thing isn't doing the job.
And we survived.
Sure.
I don't know where his friend is. But at the moment, I don't rightly care. I'm going to put my pistols back because it seems like those daggers still really didn't do anything. Where are my pistols? There we go.
Sure. It's mine now. Yeah?
Okay, it looks like his friend isn't there anymore. Well, that's fine by me. Let's go back into stealth stance. Okay, auto pause, combat start, combat recovery, heals. Okay, so this thing constantly heals. That's not a good thing. Start by using that skill. Skill. I keep doing this even though my guy really probably doesn't, my skills probably don't work.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Why does he keep using this? Okay, that's great, but you're standing in the back. Why do you need to worry about defending yourself? And also, when you're only allowed to, when the wizard's only allowed to cast 2 spells, it kind of annoys me that the game is using up one of my spell options. I need to take a look at that, because there's got to be a way to change that they use skills on their own.
I said, let's do this. Can't make it touch. Come on. Oh, that's indeed. Hell, missed. Yes. I shall. No. This thing isn't doing the job. After him. Oh? No mercy. Careful.
Oh, great, so it can't be changed in combat, so what's the...
Taxed to my limit.
Yeah, and he can't do any damage to this thing for some reason.
After him.
Okay. Well, this kind of blows when really there's only 2 guys who can do damage to this thing. And again, I'm under leveled, yet this is still like early game stuff, isn't this? My next question is, what the hell am I supposed to be doing right now? Like, where is this guy? I'm still not I'm not a big fan of this combat system that this game utilizes. I think a more turn-based system or more tactical something would have been better, because it's trying to be an action game, but it doesn't give you an action game camera. This is set up more like a tactical sort of thing with the camera, but the actual combat itself is so... The actual combat itself reminds me so much of, trying to think what to call it, the combat itself is more like an action game. Okay, so a bunch of his footprints, but where the hell are we supposed to be going to find this guy? Maybe I'm thinking something wrong. Okay, so we're trying to find this guy's corpse. Well, where the hell's his corpse? Please tell me we don't have to fight more skeletons. I don't know. Tell me what you guys what do you guys think of the combat system so far? I mean, are you with me that it it feels like we're getting the camera and the setup of a totally different style of game, but the combat is very much action-oriented, as in it's all happening in real time. I don't think this camera angle sets us up for success in that.
Poor fools. They were unprepared for this.
Leave it to me.
So, like I said, tell me what y'all think down in the comments. Am I completely wrong? What do you guys think?
Eh? No problem.
No rush, but if you have any antidotes handy, I'd be much obliged.
Let's go. Got it. Yeah. Why not?
I feel bad because I feel like I'm killing these people when I'm taking stuff off their corpses like that. Menagerie. That's a fun word to say. Looks like we got a brine imp. Well, 2 brine imps. Oh, Frederick, get away. Frederick! No! I'm glad that worked the way the exact way I thought that would work.
Why not? Leave it to me. Would you look at this?
Hidden objects can be discovered while exploring. Character's ability discovers perception.
Why not?
Scoria. What is this? Okay, so it's a volcanic rock. Interesting. I think we found a dead end. Let's see. No. There we go. There's the path. Those aren't pleasant sounds. And we've kind of come full circle. Okay, let's go this way then.
Tread cut.
You like that?
I'm picking up a whole bunch of items that I'm
After him.
not even sure are in any way useful. Okay, he's got really low. Just fan the flames.
Let's go. Nice hit. After him.
Stop you! I gotta take a look at the AI settings to see if I can tell him to stop using skills, because I don't want him while he's back here to use that shield and not be able to use any of his other spells. Alright, so we can level up. Let's see here. Let's put some points into mechanics so we can actually start trying to disarm traps. Diplomacy's decent. Insight, intimidate, metaphysics. Put another point into bluff. Now we have abilities. So we have Heal Companion. Oh, cool. And Takedown. Instructs Ranger's animal to rush a target, knocking it into prone. Let's take Heal Component. Oh, we can upgrade. We can upgrade to... What's this one? Marked Prey. Designated single fire Ranger animal companion. I haven't really been having a problem with hitting things with accuracy, so let's also take Takedown. Cool.
Sure.
And here we're getting Pyrite.
Sure.
Cool. And again, nothing to find this way, just enemies. I gotta look at... I need to check out those items that I probably should be using.
I shall.
I just clicked around. I can't figure out what would be a... Looks like we found a sword, 1319 value pickaxe. I'll just do my usual RPG thing of just take everything. Where's that sword we just picked up? What's his current saber? 17 to 24. I think that sword we found was better. No, 1522.
Aye.
Looks like Ader leveled up. Let's give him athletics and more into survival. His abilities. Let's go into the fray, or... What's it do? Okay, what's this one do? Forward, causing crush damage, and we will take into the fray. Let's take that, why not? That seems like a good buff skill.
I shall.
But yeah, if anybody knows how to mess with the AI settings for the companions, please tell me.
Leave it to me.
Just because I want Aloth to stop using that shield skill of his.
Let's go. I shall deal with this one. Let's go.
And we win. Or see, like when that thing rushed us, that would have been a good time to use that skill. Instead, he uses that skill when he's... I don't know why... There it is. Okay, I was like, where's the enemy? Animancer's hat.
Why not?
And that's that. But yeah, like I was saying, I can't get.
Leave it to me. No problem.
Combat again has been my stumbling block this game. I'm harping on it this video. I need to. It's a bad habit of mine. I'm sorry. But man, it's just I see a lot of really cool stuff in this game. Like I dig its art style. I dig the concepts and everything. It's just the biggest stumbling block is the combat. Frozen mid-stride, the grim figure is turned upwards, is turned toward the colossal pillar of Audra that dominates the chamber. The ashen corpse outstretched hand rests upon the crystal's dull surface. Clutched tightly in the remnants of a fist in a bundle of papers bound together by a leather cord, several more pages are scattered on the ground at your feet.
Derisi was always a bit obsessive, but he was a good enough fellow. I hope this was quick, whatever it was.
He leans forward as if to close the figure's eyes or smooth its features, but merely clasps his hands with a troubled frown. As you pull the papers free, the ashen fingers gripping them away, disintegrating into a fine plume of dust. You have gained the item quest Oderisi's notes on was put in your stash. Sweet. Standing here by the lone figure, you are struck with a feeling of dread. The air around you, the very motes of ash and dust, all of it is stagnant and still. The feeling grows worse when you look up at the Audra and sense no energy flowing into its surface. It is as though it has been disconnected from the wheel.
You place your hand against the pillar of luminous Audra. A dim, warm light emanates from the surface, but it feels cool to the touch. Pinpricks dance along your fingers, uncomfortable, but not painful. A woman's voice, scratchy, distant, and halting, echoes in your mind.
Find your soul in him.
You concentrate, peering into the Audra's energy as you would peer into a soul. Its inner light is blinding, but as you become accustomed to it, you perceive the core of the Audra itself, a churning mass of millions of soul fragments. With a jolt, the energy reaches out to you, laying within ruined fragments around you, breaking into incoherent shapes and dissolving to dust, falling into an infinite well of dark gray vapor. Even the ground itself disintegrates into nothingness. All that remains is the murky expanse of the in-between. The Audra pillar, and a skein of golden threads rooted in the pillar that extend far off into the distance. You focus on the threads. You catch glimpses of memories, your memories, mingled among the memories of thousands of other captive souls. The filaments begin to cohere, rapidly twining into a golden cord. With a muffled crack, the cord ripples outward in a violent wave toward the endless distance. The cord undulates over a space so vast that you lose sight of the wave before it finds its end. Then, a heavy creaking, like the sound of mountains shearing under their own weight, washes through the dull gloom of the in-between. A violent force yanks you along the cord at an incredible speed. The murk of the in-between warps erratically, as though you are observing it through an ill-ground lens. Just as quickly as you were pulled forward, you stop, suspended below a massive figure of ancient carved Audra. Like all Audra, it glimmers with energy, but the souls and memories within it are not flowing down. They churn in a vortex that burns at the heart of the statue's mass in some invisible engine. It is Aethys.
Yeah, I keep mispronouncing that. I keep calling him Yothis, and I know it's not. Whatever.
The great golden cord terminates in his back, sending pulses of energy throughout his limbs as they move. He walks in long, slow strides, toward a brilliant pillar of Audra far in the distance. It shines even more brightly in the in-between than Aethys. From within the teeming throng of souls, dozens of eyes look out to you. Through the cord, their collective anguish and despair push at the edge of your mind.
Help us! Please! Help us!
Their voices echo in your mind. Somewhere within their ranks, you can feel the presence of your own soul slumbering deeper in the gyre.
Let's find our own soul.
Evade the lost souls and find yourself within Aethys. But the incredible power flowing through the gods' body repulses you. Not even your Watcher powers can penetrate the massive tides of energy crashing through him. The souls sense your presence and continue to desperately cry out to you. Aethys' stride slows and stops. His head slowly pivots until its great burning eyes are cast back along the cord. As his gaze meets yours, you feel an overwhelming rush of incredible joy, mingled with profound sadness. You have sensed similar anguish in lost souls, but never with this intensity. A soothing voice drifts into your mind.
It takes great bravery to venture through the in-between, even for a Watcher.
A swell of admiration radiates out from the god's heart, a force so intense that it momentarily overwhelms you.
You do not need to follow me, for their sake or your own. Something beautiful is coming. Something that will save us all.
A great light shines from Aethys' brow, so bright that even the souls within him flinch from the source, cowering in fear.
You know, when somebody tells me something like that, it always kind of sounds like a cult leader who's about to say, "Hey everyone, let's commit mass suicide. Yeah, that'll lead us to some great afterlife or whatever." It feels like a shill or a grift or something. It just doesn't feel right. It's like something beautiful is coming, but yeah, but I like what is. I'd rather not. Let's not destroy the world.
Through the glare, you see Aethys' massive arm reach up to grasp the golden cord. The tether carrying energy from the Audra pillar to him, that also suspends your consciousness.
Give me back my
I still
soul.
have need of it, but do not be afraid, Watcher. Dawn will come for us all in time.
Aethys yanks on the golden cord, pulling it from his back. The cord tears into filaments that blacken and dissolve to dust. Without pause, he turns to resume his stride toward the distant pillar of Audra, shining on the boundless horizon. You hear the souls within him cry out for just a moment, before your consciousness is snapped away from them. The in-between goes dark. For a second, you feel a mix of nausea and a sensation like spinning and falling. Then the moment ends. Your consciousness has returned to the Angwithan arena. The world is sideways, the Audra pillar upside down. You flinch at the feeling that you're standing on the ceiling. The disorientation overwhelms you and you collapse to your knees next to the luminous Audra pillar. Previously dim and flickering, the pillar now glows with a strong and steady light. You touch the Audra again, but the chill and prickling sensations you felt before are gone, replaced with a comforting warmth, like the embers of a fire that has just lost its flame.
As you return to the world, you feel a hand on your back.
All right. Come on, we just got you back.
Despite his tone, you can see genuine concern in Nader's eyes. Let's lie.
I heard you say that before. Had something to do with a 2,000-year-old lunatic talking to you in your dreams.
I've seen you commune with souls of the dead, but this looked altogether different. What happened?
His gaze flickers to the brightly glowing Audra. I saw Aethys, and he saw me. Thousands of suffering souls were trapped inside Aethys. I was powerless to help them. Turned tail as soon as he saw me, not so tough. See, seeing the agony, pause where I demonstrate. I'm determined to, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, actually, I like that typical just when I'm on the...
Somehow.
He grins with sly mischief.
Suppose he told you what he's up to, did he? Or at least where he's going?
Guess this is why I'm captain. He's moving toward Luminous Adra. Yeah, I like. Guess that's why I'm captain.
Find in a chain of thousands of islands.
Yeah.
Why not?
Alright, let's head out. Trying to figure out where that door is. Down here to the right. Okay. Should be around this corner, out to the dig site. There we go. Whoa. As the souls move past you, some turn their head in your direction, but most seem fixated below you, on the Adra pillar beneath your feet. A few nod their heads in thanks or raise a hand to acknowledge your presence.
Doing it again. That look. Like you couldn't beat a Hollowborn in a personality contest.
Ader passes his hand back and forth across your eyes.
You want to share what you're seeing, or do I gotta guess?
I just saved countless souls by re-illuminating the Adra pillar. Lost souls are fine. Heading to the Adra pillar. I'm going with nothing really.
Sure you did. Me too. I just saved a whole bunch of folks that you can't see.
I kind of like being a sarcastic dickhead in this. This makes me smile. A small group of souls has started to cluster around you. One of them is standing a bit closer than the others and gestures for your attention.
Watcher, we'd like to come with you.
Of course, I'll protect you. Why don't you just go to the Adra pillar? I don't need a bunch of souls following me around. Get out of here. Yeah, why don't you go to the pillar?
We would, and we appreciate that you showed us the way, but what if the Adra goes dark again before we reach the beyond?
The other souls shuffle anxiously and look to each other, then back at you. What good would a bunch of ghosts be if they follow me? Okay, let's...
Thank you, Watcher.
Alright, let's bring a bunch of ghosts with us. That was a little spooky, but alright. Maybe it's because I don't fully understand what a Watcher is. Again, this is one of those problems when I didn't play the first game. Yothis is drawing, blah, blah, blah. Locate more luminous pillars of Adra. Aethys. I keep saying Yothis. Jeez. Okay, so we need to go back to Clario. That is our... Excuse me. That is our goal right now. I'm gonna guess that Aloth... Oh, he leveled up. Sweet. Okay, so his active skills, Arcana and Explosives. Let's just put more into Arcana, because that seems like that's his skill. And then let's give him level 4 in History. Alright, skills. Okay, level 2 spells are open now. Let's look at what's so available in level 1. Curse of the Blackened, keywords Illusion, shreds target's vision and total blinding them. Dull mindlessness. I'm looking for something that's like really gonna hurt someone. What's this? Let's see here. AoE damage, 4 burn damage, accuracy, fortitude. Causes enemy wounds in the area of effect to ignite. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we'll take that move and necrotic lance. Let's create a lance of pure. Oh yeah, and we'll also take that one. So we'll take combusting wounds and necrotic lance. And that will be good for now.
Got it.
I'm still waiting for the pirate stuff to happen. I'm getting really antsy for it because I really want the pirate. I cannot wait to play with the pirate stuff. Ooh, we could go to those woods and explore. God, I kind of want to see what it would be like if we go up there to explore. Like, is it its own map, or is it one of these things again? Thick woodlands spread the east of Port Mage, slowing your travel. Birds flitter above you, and insects drone incessantly. The path eventually gives way to a game trail that, then to no path at all. You find a curiously marked tree, the bark gouged away in a pattern. The striations seem to run upward from right to left, just shy of vertical. Let's examine the markings. 2 and 15, 6 and 12. Yeah, he'd be the best one to examine this. Ader examines the gashes in the wood, then plucks a tuft of hair from the side of the tree. Wild boar did this. Ader taps the tree. Look at this. A sigil has been lightly carved into the wood, so as to be almost so faint as to be almost imperceptible. You press carefully into the forest. Your clothes damp with the humidity and the water dripping from the trees above. A quiet rustling in the underbrush draws your attention northward, deeper into the forest. Hide in the undergrowth. You duck slightly behind a log and still your breath. Whatever's making the sound draws nearer. Through a gap in the foliage, you make out a tall island Aumawa standing among a small sounder of boars. Matted copper hair hangs over his features. Boar hides, there we go, draped his frame. Despite his presence, the swine seem entirely at ease. I swear to God, guys, I can read. Let's say hello. The man stands abruptly spinning on you, his staff raised as if ready to strike. Ikera? Then who are you? For what are you here? The Huana language thickens his accent. Oh, great, we have to fight. Oh, thank God. Ader perks up at the sight of boars, alternately imitating their grunts and chuckling. Only at length, in what appears to be a heel-dragging afterthought, does his attention last turn to the strange man in their midst. Dirt darkens the folds of the man's skin, his lip curls over jagged teeth. He waves the stick at you. What's this? Deadfire Archipelago, +1 dexterity. Okay. His attention focuses on your features, his eyes flickering across your armaments and dress.
You lived among these islands once. I see it on your spirit.
His Adrian is halting the language thick in his mouth, his lips curl.
Yet you stink of foreign gold, of masonry, gunpowder, and blood, of death. You should go. Leave this place before your corruption spreads.
Let's see. I came here looking for you. The people of the coast said you could help me. Yeah, let's lie.
They always think they know better than this kith in this wood. Then when they need help, they always go ask me. You go. Speak quickly then. Your words disturb this place.
Okay, I just want to pass through this forest. You know, let's see if there's anything you can do.
The one are here to serve you. Akara, they are not. I say always, those who come to these islands, they want to take. Only ever to take.
I just want to pass through this
Your
forest.
sort always want. This forest is not yours. This land is not yours. Go, leave.
Let's see here. I'm hunting... What is it? What's this one? Insight? I'm hunting a god. If I fail this island, will not be... the man frowns and pulls a leather-wrapped pouch from within his belongings. Hands shaking, he hands it to you. You have gained the item Wise Teeth Necklace. This item is put into your stash. What's it do? Plus Old Wisdom, plus 1 Intellect, History, and Insight. Cool.
Then go, take this. They protect you if you speak true. They tear out your throat if no.
He dismisses you with a wave. Okay, so can I... Seeing that that's what it's... Where is it? There we go. Let's give this to our friend Aloth here. Actually, plus 5 Fortitude, plus 5 Reflex, plus 5 Will. Actually, I think this would be good on Aider.
For me?
Hey, that's a neat way to sort through the inventory. There we go. Okay. So we can go to an old battleground. You find a field strewn with ancient corpses. It must be a site of the battle that happened long ago. There might yet be something salvageable among the fallen. Let's search the area. You take some time to explore the battlefield and find nothing of value. Let's keep searching. Continue to poke around. Find a cache of undetonated explosives near a derelict supply cart. Haha, 6 spark crackers. Look at me being all smart. So can I... Okay. Oh, okay, so you can actually get a full look at the island from there as well. Okay, cool. I want to walk around this entire, like, go check out all the areas right now, but let's head back to the harbor for now. The map system is something else that I think is really interesting. How when you're out in the large world map, you're just that marker walking around, and then you have certain events that pop up to which you interact with and again interact with, I guess is the best term I can think of, with a kind of like an old text-based adventure game, which I find really interesting in and of itself. I mean, this game has so many really neat things to it. But again, my biggest stumbling block has been combat so far, which I guess isn't entirely fair to totally bash on this game for, but still, it's not a system that I would particularly go with, but also I'm a little weird because I still like turn-based RPGs. Everyone disagrees with me on that. That's why I love Persona so much.
You have to do something. Any of us could be next.
Oh? I cannot imagine who might wish to harm you, Mestre.
You know, our new friend, our wizard, shouldn't he have explained to his the other guys at the dig site that yeah, he's coming with us now? Because as far as I can tell, he hasn't just left us.
can I do for you? At last, Belfetto, tell me, please, what has happened? How much have we lost? I must know.
I saw the same destruction Aethys wrecked on Cadnua. Oderisi is dead, among with most of your animancers.
I see. And the work? Odorisi's notes? Was there nothing of his research?
I don't trust this guy. But you know what? But he can help us out right now, and I'm kind of a pragmatist, so...
You did. Gods be kind.
Clario takes the bundled notes from you with a barely restrained urgency. Within moments, he is flipping through the papers, his eyes sweeping back and forth across the pages. There we go. You've lost the items, Odorisi's notes.
We are saved!
Clario lets out a relieved, almost giddy laugh, looking up at you, up with a... God damn it. Looking up with you with a tooth... God. Looking... it's got to be up at you with a toothy grin. I hate it when crap like that gets through editing. A grin he hides soon after beneath a cough and a look of some regret.
Odorisi's legacy is not wholly lost.
Sure it is.
I like to believe the man would find that pleasing.
He folds the papers once again and sets his hand over them protectively.
You say this is all the work of the Titan, of Aethys, and you still insist on looking for him? He destroyed your ship, killed my people. Would it not make more sense to sail to the far side of the world and away from all this?
This is the God of Light we're talking... Yeah, I don't really have a choice.
Strange obligation you are under. I understand a little of that. Lucky for you. If I were a more sensible man, I would take this for fable and turn you away.
Yeah, let's use intellect.
He will ravage every outpost in the Deadfire. That Adra is why we are here. Why everyone is here, in truth. The Valiant Trading Company, the Royal Deadfire Company, countless mercenaries. You'll want to go to Neketaka. Queen Onekaza II rules there at the Kahanga Palace. Anyone seeking to do business in the Deadfire Archipelago must negotiate with her first. The Queen knows every Adra vein of worth in the Deadfire. I'm certain she can help you. That is, if she agrees to see you at all.
And that's why... you promised to help me, you ass.
We will get you to Neketaka. And for that, you need your ship. I'll arrange it with Ikawa. Between the two of us, I'm certain we can gather the workers we need. Head down to the beach once you are ready to depart.
Finally, I'll be glad to get rid of this place.
Again? No? Safe travels, Captain. Do take care.
I still don't like you, dude. Alright, back into this. Again, keep putting things into mechanics so we can hopefully disable traps. Seeing that my character is really the only one with Intimidate or with Bluff, we'll keep going points into that. With, I get one ability. I'm trying to think, what do I want? What skill? Ooh, that's what I want. Because I'm using dual wielding pistols. We want a reduction in the speed while using pistol in each hand. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Available weapon types. Oh, sweet, we can pick up another weapon proficiency. Well, in that case, Less crossbow. Take hunting bow. I doubt we're gonna really be using a lot of bows, but well, actually, no. I'm not gonna take bow. Let's see here. Yeah, I want daggers. Just in case we have situations where we need daggers. Or that we need to use melees, like against those skeletons. It's probably our better option. Again, we're just going to keep pumping into athletics. Let's also give him a little bit of streetwise. Next, that seems like a good thing to have. Turn grazes into hits. I'm thinking about maybe giving him more like a greatsword. It's rapier, dagger. That's a saber, spear, stiletto. That warhammer, hatchet, flail. Oh, because I'm looking at one-handed, not S-stock. Yeah. I think I'm going to also give him a great sword, just so in case we need him to really start doing like a lot of heavy damage with weapons. With him, let's keep going into Arcana. And give him another point in history. With spells, I wanted Grimoire Slam last time, because I think that might be a nice kind of like, trying to think what is it? It's a interprets on hit, allows wizard smasher. Yeah, so that's a nice close range skill just in case we need it. So next is weapon proficiency. What's he already proficient in? Scepter, rod. Oh, he's not good with wands. Well, let's let him be better at wands because I already actually have him equipped with one too.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so now all we should have to do is head out to the beach, and we should be good. Here's a journal. There it is. The Veins of Aora, whatever. Reach that city, stranded, return to the beach. Alright, let's head back to the Defiance. If I remember correctly, there should be an exit to this map. There. And leave town on foot. It'll take 2 hours and 20 minutes to leave the city. I think we've explored this last little bit over on this side of the island. There's a burial site. A tomb rises from the earth before you. Its stone exterior is well wrought with it. It likely has the body of someone. Yeah, let's not search such a burial site of the local tribes. Probably not the best move. Don't have any injured crew, sail health, hull health, morale, everything else. I don't think we can get that. Let's head then to Valario's Rest.
Good, you are here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship.
Ikawa gestures towards your vessel, where a motley crew of Wana and Valian workers race to and fro. God damn.
I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
Do you know where that place is?
Mahanga City as well. You must sail north for some time, and then a little east. Take care in Nekitaka, outsider. It will close its jaws around you, and you will never notice.
That's not foreboding at all.
We will see your Defiant out to sea.
Achievement unlocked, the sailor's life. Yo-ho, yo-ho. Pirate's life for me. It's a Pirates of the Caribbean joke.
We should address the matter of our ship's resources before we get underway.
Ammunition 8, medicine 12, repair 7. Okay.
It saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of our provisions during the storm. However, Port Margé appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship. I suggest we contract for additional supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
Okay, view ship-to-ship combat. Alright. In Deadfire, not every ship on the sea is friendly. Hostile ships can attempt to engage you in ship-to-ship combat. During ship-to-ship combat, distance and orientation and the enemy are vital to your success. Distance determines if the enemy is in range of your cannons or if you are in range of theirs. Orientation determines what cannons, if any, you can fire, as well as how easily your ship may be hit. Turning to your side to the enemy may allow you to fire the most cannons, but it makes you an easier target. Each ship must maintain its sails and hull damage. Damaged sails limit the speed of the ship. If a hull is destroyed, the ship will sink. A ship's cannons are also limited to how much ammunition the ship is carrying. When two ships get close to each other, they can board or ram. Boarding locks the two ships together and transitions to a deck-to-deck fight between the two ships' crews. A ramming attack does damage to the hulls of both ships. If one does not sink, the battle transitions to a deck-to-deck battle. Once you have victoriously sunk the other ship or defeated them in deck-to-deck combat, you can plunder what remains. Plunder typically includes ship resources, treasure, and occasionally the unique triumph of a noteworthy enemy captain. Coins can be shared with the crew to improve morale. The triumphs are always flown from your ship's rigging. Cool. I really want to get into that. Start getting into that stuff. You encounter another ship at sea. Oh, great. I think just came out of nowhere and started attacking us. As the Defiant leaves Port Margé behind, you casually observe dozens of other ships coming and going, mostly fishing and trading vessels. One craft stands out. An imposing doe, replete with cannons, crests into view across the Defiant's starboard bow. The flag raised high atop its sails signifies a wish to parley. However, the doe approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting that it may not be easily turned away. Let's face it. It looks like if they want to talk with us. You spin the ship's wheel counterclockwise. The ship swings round quickly, disturbing a gull resting on the foremast. The bird voids a white splotch on the deck as a sign of its disapproval. You even out the wheel and bear straight towards the doe. Dow. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Zhao? I don't know. The distance closed quickly, and soon the massive dow's hull rolls on the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and quickly cast onto your ship, along with shouts from its crew notifying you that their captain will be boarding. Several well-armed men cross the planks, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts, open to make way for their captain. A tall, well-dressed man. He peers at you with one impeccably groomed eyebrow raised. Following behind the captain, and in stark contrast, strides an unkempt Orlin. A pair of pistol grips protrude from his belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearm round his index finger. His shaggy face, framed by long cobalt blue hair and a widely braided cerulean beard, makes the crooked smile he directs at you seem almost sinister. Excuse me. So is it this guy? Wait, I can't move my mouse in the loading screen. Is the guy next to Ader on the screen right there? I want to know who the person with the cool fire sword is. Because I assume all these characters on the screen are companions.
On behalf of the Principes and Patrina, I must request we meet in parley.
The broad-shouldered captain up-tilts his chin in greeting. When he smiles, his left cheek devotes a shallow dimple. You couldn't have asked before you boarded my ship uninvited? Huh?
Echosi, it has been some time since I last asked another's permission.
He flourishes a courtly bow. I have a very strong feeling that means he's a pirate.
I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave. Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
He's done his research. Might as well hear him out.
Under the captain's words, you hear a faint but incessant buzzing. It blooms, overwhelming Ferrante's voice, drowning out all around you. No one else seems to notice. A vision, thunder cracks between your ears, a glimpse, a different sun-shod sea behind your eyes. Resolve, let's fight against it. You close your mind against the spiritual invasion, but the visions slide around and through your defenses, washing over you implacably as the sea. The vision streaks across your mind's eye, fleeting and incoherent. An elf, dark-haired and battle-scarred, stepping across the gulf between vessels. She shakes Ferrante's hand and warmth spills through you. Excitement, pride, respect. The imagery melts like candle wax into a limp-lit galley, swamped with the scent of unwatered rum and sweet fruit, with sailors and their songs and sweat. The scene billows away. I hate this font. The scene billows away, ice cold and clawing, replaced with the crew on deck, solemn and staring, as Ferrante grasps one of their own by the throat. I love how Frederick's just like walking around as being weird. No, not of their own, no more. You don't steal from family and stay family. Tears and mucus mar the man's features. As Ferrante reads the man his last rites, thief or no, they'll consign him to Andra as tradition dictates. The vision passes, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant, looking into Ferrante's face. He raises an eyebrow.
You have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake.
Despite the gravity of his words, he smiles grandly, and the dimple cuts deeper into his left cheek. I know a cipher's handiwork when I feel it. Tell yours to stay out of my head. I remember the Drake. Yeah. The Blue Orland's mouth falls open. Careful. Oh.
Mind that you do not confuse a useful skill set for a non-expendable one.
Ferrante glares at Seraphin. The Orland steps back, blinking away the rebuke, and peers at you, probing. His yellow-green eyes narrow, unfocused, as if trying to remember something. Then the captain turns a warm smile to you.
My apologies. Rest assured, it will not happen again.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't mean it, really. We're up all night, you know, searching out our friend here.
He looks to you.
You've been at sea a while. Your mind starts playing tricks on you, aye? Well, mine plays tricks on others, too. Usually don't mean much. Maybe see a bit of shadow, hear a bit of tune. Not unless a person's sensitive. Like, say, a watcher.
He winks. You say to the captain, Benweth is the one who attacked me. Who are the Principe Petrina, and your furry little companion here happens to be...
Ah, the short-sighted scoundrel has been wreaking havoc in the area for months. He is no son of Velia. I do not fault his ancestry, but he disregards too much the grand heritage we Principi represent. Benweth is the second most selfish captain within the Principi's newest generation. he risks all that we value.
Yeah, then who's the first? He pinches at his lips, eyes narrowing thoughtfully, but you can see that he's biting back a mischievous grin.
Said too much. This is a problem solely of my own, for now.
Ben with his narration, you take responsibility for his actions. Why accept non-Valians? The Principe, if they're going to cause problems, the Principe's heritage is Old Valian. Wait, who are the... yeah. Yeah.
Benweth is no captain of mine, Aimiko. It is not beneath my flag his drake sails. Yet I do seek to temper his actions when they would endanger the Principe altogether.
Yeah, where might I find him if I want to kick the crap out of him?
Damage during the storm. Eventually, he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you.
Ferrante flourishes a hand toward the Orlan at his side.
He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'd be the high fucking model of the Gentleman of Fortune.
The Orlan scoffs. Give me a second, guys. I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that, guys.
As for Benwith, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing two men with a single bullet.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir.
Yet you feel a surge of anger that's not your own. Seraphin spins towards you and bows again.
Hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the Gentleman of Leisure. But the captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies, you might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to splinters.
He grins broadly. I like him.
Oh, you won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
He pats his belly and strides to your side.
Not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
I have a feeling we're going to end up fighting this guy, and I'm not going to be too sad about that. Cypher, Barbarian, or a Witch is a combination of the two. Yeah, we'll take a Cypher. Welcome to the crew. I like him, especially since he said the words cannon fucking. I think that's pretty funny. All right, guys. Well, I'm looking at my thing, man. This video's been going on for a good amount of time. Let's keep sailing around. Let's finish up this tutorial with how to build our ship and whatnot, and then we'll probably go after that guy who messed us up in the first video. Yeah, let's... Well, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna call this one here once we load back up. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, please remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Facebook, Twitter, the website, Minds.com. Links, all that stuff is down in the description below. Next video, we'll fix up our ship, show all those tutorials, and then we'll go after the pirate who attacked us in the first place. So, like I said, thanks for watching, and until next time, guys, my name is AJ Gels, this is Deadfire Gaming Channel. I'm out.